I haven't been in a video in a long time. In a very, very long time. No. I don't know where to look now.
Well, you can just look at me. You can just look at me. Well, it doesn't matter. You can look at the camera, look at me, whatever.
Like I'm framed in the right frame of mind. And frame. Okay.
Frame.
Yeah. Frames. All the frames.
Yeah. All the frames. All 25 of them a second.
I think mine's 30. I'm not sure.
You'll get you with your 30.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Yes.
Good. So, are you at home or are you at uni at the moment?
I'm at uni, basically. This is the house that I'm in, and I've had a whole day of lectures and placements and job opportunities and CVs and
oh
yeah,
fun.
Because the line of work I'll be going into is web design development thing. So people like Squarespace and Wix just ask.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
I basically design from scratch websites and stuff, and it's kind of hard. I have to make a CV, and then now you've got to make your own website. That's your portfolio. It's like, oh, so you have your CV with your link in it, and then you send that off. So if you haven't made your website and you've made your CV, it's no point sending your CV because you've
it's kind of
made your portfolio.
Yeah,
which is difficult when you haven't actually done anything yet.
Yeah, that could be difficult when you haven't done anything yet. It's slightly different when I did it because we made the CV, but obviously it's a video CV, not video CV. Like it's for video stuff. So it's got just go and look at the thing here on the internet sort of thing, rather than here's my website, which I haven't made yet, sort of thing.
So do you have like a video reel?
I have a show reel, which I've been making my
show reel. That's
I've been making the one for this year, this past week, so which was fun.
Yeah.
With all the things that I've been doing in my free time.
Yes.
I figured out I haven't done a proper video, vlog video. Me stood in my bedroom talking to my camera in about 2 months.
Yeah, 3, 4. I don't know.
The last video I did was my pre-Sitsi one. I said, "Oh, I'm going to be at Sitsi, yeah," and that thing. But everything since then has either been a vlog being somewhere, or it was the Ice Bucket Challenge, which I'm sure you're grateful for the nomination.
Yes, I was. It was cold, very cold.
It was very cold. Words can't really describe how cold it was. Unless you've done it, then...
No, they can't.
Well, obviously I haven't seen you since Sitsi, which was a ball of excitement and just amazing.
It was a good time.
I still need to see the video of you, me, and Alex sing along to Emma Blackery.
Yes, that needs... That someone did record that.
As far as I remember, it was Vonnie.
Get with it, dig your SD card out, put it onto your second channel or some random anonymous thing.
Put it on so we can see us
exactly
singing quite well to Emma Blackery.
Yeah, put it on Vimeo.
Then no one will see it. But yeah, the idea of this thing, which was just we're going to have a chat. That was it.
Yeah.
For however long.
That's perfectly good.
Because I thought, well, I could ask questions, but then I didn't know what questions to ask.
That's true. You just end up being like, okay, so this question, and then be just like, yes.
Yes. I hate closed questions. It's like, yes.
Yeah, no, you need an open-ended...
I did that.
Open-ended
what is your favourite etc. thing or something or other?
Because even asking what your favourite colour is, it's just like you'd be like blue.
What? No, see, what you need to do is say, what's your favourite colour, and then why? Why? Why is it your favourite colour? What uni are you at?
Staffordshire.
Where is that?
Do you know Wolverhampton?
It's like north, west of Birmingham, isn't it? Just
yeah.
Just there.
Yeah, Wolverhampton is like about west of Birmingham. But basically like 10 minutes north. And there we go.
Oh, okay. I know where you are.
Very boring train station. One thing about the train station though, there's 6 platforms. And I say 6 platforms because you have platform 1, platform 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm like, where's platform 2? And it doesn't exist. It's just not there.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Don't ask me. I have a similar thing at Temple Meads. Because we have...
Alright.
We have 15 platforms.
Okay.
It goes 1, which is just a platform by itself. 2 is at the opposite end of the station, which isn't numbered, but it is platform 2. 3 and 4 on the same platform, 5 and 6 on the same platform. Same goes for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then 13, and then 15. Don't know where 14 is. Disappeared.
What is the deal? Like they're just skipping platforms?
It's just the fact that there's multiple platforms on the same platform.
Massively.
It's like at Birmingham New Street, where it's just like you've got A and B. And I think there's even one that's got C on it somewhere.
Okay.
Split the platform into 3, why don't you? Which bit of the platform we're meant to be on, damn it?
But like where I'm actually originally from, which is West Wales, and you know Aberystwyth.
Yep. I'm aware of Aberystwyth.
30 minutes car ride south.
Okay.
Of Aberystwyth. Very crap train station that is as well. Have you been there?
No. I've been... because I had to go through Wales to get to Ireland last month. But we didn't go through Aberystwyth, so...
you wouldn't need to get there. But Aberystwyth
you wouldn't need to get there.
1 platform. Just 1.
What, your local station?
I haven't got a local station. That is the local station.
Oh, Aberystwyth is your local... Oh, okay, sorry.
Because like where I live, like the nearest train station is Aberystwyth, and that's 30 minutes away. Also supermarkets. And then anything else is an hour south, and that's Carmarthen train station. So basically I live in the middle of nowhere.
Great! It's always a positive thing to be living in the middle of nowhere.
You know, you don't have a car, you die. It's simple as, really.
Yeah. If you could cycle, but it'll take you days, probably.
Yes, it would, because of the hills.
Hills. The hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And interestingly, it's you either live on a hill, completely in the middle of nowhere where there are no buses, or, like my house, it's below sea level.
Well, that's an interesting fact.
Think about that for a second.
I live below sea level.
Yeah, literally, like if you stood in my house, like the sea level is like at my chest. Right. There.
So basically, when the sea level rise, you're stuffed.
Well, funny enough, when that huge storm hit or whatever, nothing. Just massive waves next to, like in the harbour. Like this was the edge, and the waves were going like this.
Yeah.
Next to it, but because it's like a bowl. Imagine you like put a bowl in a bath. Like the bottom of the bowl.
Oh right, yeah. You put a bowl in the bath, and it kind of
the bottom of the bowl is below the sea level, water level, and then but it doesn't go over. So that's so basically if it goes over the bowl, we're but it's fine. It's
if the water comes into the bowl, we're
yes, it's managed for the 200 years that it's been there. So yeah.
Well, it's doing a good job. I'll say that much.
Yes, it is.
It's protecting your house from the water.
Precisely. I would actually know where, like, the sea level is, and it's a doorstep to a restaurant. like just in the middle of town somewhere. Like we actually, someone's worked it out and said this is the point. And we're just like, okay, don't build any more houses past this point.
Don't build past it. Just don't bother.
And funnily enough, strategically, the council have put the council houses before the point. So, yeah, you know, if the sea level rises, then everybody, nope, go to your attics.
go to your attics. You will be safe there.
Even though I live in a bungalow, it's
bungalow times.
Yeah, bungalow times.
No, I live in what can now be considered a 3-story house because we have a loft conversion, so with windows and everything. So if the sea level does happen to rise so much that it comes up to like the 2nd story of my house, or even above the 2nd story of my house, we still get out top.
Nice.
It's worst case scenario, we'll say.
Worst case. Always think of the worst case.
Yes, absolute worst case scenario. Escape through the loft. Yeah. You look tired.
No. Well. One of my modules in this second year now.
Yeah.
I
remember it well.
I'm project manager for this whole entire module. So basically, like, I'm always like stressed up to here, like, it's just like managing people is the worst thing. I really feel for HR in any company.
Yeah, I'm not very good at managing people either. I'm very good at being told what to do and doing it. And then,
it's like, you go do that. Yes, I will.
Sure, I will
come back,
do that thing.
But for a person who manages people, they go, okay, you do that thing, you do the thing, you do that thing, right, I'll do this thing while you do that thing, and I'll come back in and I'll combine the things, and then tell you not to do that thing because it's wrong, and then tell someone else that that thing is crap and hurt their feelings. And then it's the reality. It's the reality of managing people. Because it's like a mini company. Because a real company has come into the uni and gone, we want a website. And the way they do it is they distribute it by all our groups and stuff. And we're just like, right, little tiny web companies, make this website. And we're just like, oh no, really?
Yeah, we didn't have that in second year. We had that in, well, it's kind of difficult because third year of uni, we were actually a company. So we actually had clients coming to us and asking for us to do things. This on top of the fact that we've got personal projects to do as well, and write CVs and portfolios and crap loads of words on pages. It's like,
exactly.
In fairness, it was one whole module.
Mega coursework plus real life.
Yeah. But although the one positive was I didn't have to do a dissertation.
I'll be doing a dissertation. It's, even though it's like designy, programmy type thing, like first year was just learning. This year is more like learning do your CV. And the rhetorical, what's the word? Rhetorical third year is a placement year.
Right.
So literally I'll be doing 37 hours a week full time for 48 weeks.
Wow.
And then back for the third year, final year.
So is your course over 4 years then?
4 years sandwich.
Okay. 4-year sandwich.
They call it a sandwich course. But,
it's a sandwich course. Mm.
Yep.
You make lots of sandwiches.
Yes. No, I was. You know Daniel J. Layton.
Yeah, Daniel J. Layton.
He tweeted something about like he wanted like a website done, and someone, a friend of a friend, tweeted him then saying, "Oh, this guy is good," and put me there. And I've been just waiting all day to see like if anything happens. like, do I just say yeah I do this, or do I just wait? I'd be like, I'm very busy. Yeah.
Be all. I'm so busy with all these websites. I mean, all these people coming to me just for websites. I mean,
Exactly.
you've got Steven Spielberg and
Yeah.
Obama.
Hugh Jackman. Just.
Yeah.
Who
I went
knows?
Spielberg, Obama, Jackman is the logical thought process there.
I
Apparently.
know. I don't know why that came to my head. It's just things. But it's interesting. Interesting people just going like, "Oh, this guy can do stuff," and I'm like, "Can I?"
Well, I can.
Okay. And it's like, have you ever had that thing? It was like, "Oh, can you do this?" Yeah. Like you go, "Can you do this?" And then you're like, "I think I can. I'll try."
I'm pretty sure that's what I can do.
Yeah, because that's one of the questions some people asked, like Electra today was like, you go for a placement and then they ask like, can you do this one specific little tiny thing around all the other things that you can do? And you'd be like, well, no. And they'd be like, oh, well, okay. The problem is with like placement here, you got to go, here's my CV. I don't know half the things you want, but by the time I get to you, I will. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
It's an interesting thing.
You'd be learning things this year that they need for the placement, but then they say, "Oh, you'll learn stuff in placement here as well." But it's you've got to make a this is what I will have.
Yeah.
CV,
I will know how to do this.
which makes no sense.
It's like how on my CV I have
Yeah.
After Effects on my CV. I did After Effects for a tiny bit in second year, and it's still on my CV. I'm not really sure why it's there.
It's one of those things that you do for a bit. Is you go, "Oh, this is good," and then you forget it like months later.
Yeah, I think the only thing I really did with it was kinetic typography.
Okay.
So the whole moving words thing, and it does the whole like lyric videos. Like you get the whole
like text comes in. Whoop.
yeah, like text moving around the screen and all that jazz. I did that.
Fade in, fade out.
Just the fade in, fade out. That's all you need. Fade in, fade out.
Fade out, done.
Done.
Minimalism. That's it.
Minimalist kinetic typography. Fade in, fade out. That's it.
You can attach words to anything, and it sounds mega professional.
Yeah. Oh, you got salsa in front of you.
I have salsa in front of me, and I said tomatoes, and would you have tomatoes? I don't know what's made of it, but tomatoes.
I'm just intrigued why you have salsa in front of you.
I have Doritos also.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
I've been watching.
Just a random.
Yeah, I've been watching. Well, yesterday I watched the new episode of The Walking Dead.
Right.
And I'm currently watching a program called Under the Dome. It's basically the Simpsons movie, but dramatic and real life.
Okay. It's basically the Simpsons movie, but actually good.
Yeah, but then not glass. It's actually a force field made by possible aliens. But okay.
Okay. That's an interesting concept for a TV show.
I know. They actually in the TV show they actually said, "Hey, we'll be playing the Simpsons movie on loop. It's kind of funny, isn't it?" And yes.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah, I chuckled.
Like a little bit.
Yes.
You're Hufflepuff as well.
I am Hufflepuff. There's a nice little poster here that the camera can't see, but it says Hufflepuff and it's got the crest and the badger and everything.
Yeah.
And
fellow Hufflepuffs.
my conclusion is that all YouTubers are Hufflepuff. That I know of anyway. John Green is Hufflepuff. Panican is Hufflepuff. You're Hufflepuff. I'm Hufflepuff. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people are Hufflepuff. It seems.
YouTube demographic is Hufflepuff. That should be a poster, like YouTubers unite, Hufflepuff new logo.
Yeah. No, because the only reason I know I'm Hufflepuff because I haven't. If you've seen the video, my 7 Facts About Me video, I haven't finished a single Harry Potter book.
I haven't read them all, but I'm going through them.
Yeah, I'm not even that committed to reading them, so I like other books.
My girlfriend still considers me a Muggle because I haven't read them all. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
No, thinks it's wrong because I'm a Muggle in Hufflepuff. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense, does it? No, but I only took I literally joined Pottermore just so I could find out what house I was in.
Yep, that's what everybody has done.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to do Pottermore.
I actually played a bit of it. It was like one dueling or something.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Don't know how that works.
No, but the weird thing was, because the Hufflepuff animal's a badger or something, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
A badger.
Not
and
long...
my girlfriend keeps reminding me, what's good about a badger? Yeah.
Yeah, what is good about a badger?
It's a badger. I mean, come on. Weeble,
come on.
Anybody?
No, because the weird thing is, around the time I did it, the test, the sorting hat thing, I actually managed to hit a badger with my bike.
Oh.
So, yeah.
That must have been in the back of your mind, just like, I hit a badger, so I'm in Hufflepuff, ironically.
Yeah, I'm an ironic Hufflepuff. I've hit a badger. In my defence, it was dark, and it caught me by surprise.
Then it's not your fault. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. It's clearly the badger's fault.
Committed suicide.
Exactly. Except after I hit it and fell off my bike, it disappeared. I have no idea where it went.
Could be still alive.
Could well still be alive. And it has just a big dent in its side from my wheel.
Just walking around with a bit of a... Yeah.
Just with a bit of a
crookedness.
Random kink in itself.
Yeah. Constantly walking around in circles.
I'm stuck. I want to go over there, but I can't.
Yes.
Steve, knock me over there.
That's a Tom Scar animation in itself.
Yeah, Tom Scar. There you go. There's a video idea for you. Badgers, something or other.
Yes. Badgers knocked on the side, walking around in circles. Simple ideas, but they're brilliant. I'm interested. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that. I was like, what is that? I can hear just bumping. It's like...
Basically, my flatmates are deaf, so...
Oh, it's bass. Yay for bass.
It's basically that, yeah. But if you imagine that, like, there's 6 of us in the house, but imagine 3 of the others playing their own different music, their own different beats, but...
all at the same time.
It just... It goes, like, noise-cancelling headphones are blessed from God. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I never had to do the whole living with people thing.
Okay.
Because I went to Bath Bar.
Yeah.
Bath Bar. And I'm in Bristol.
Yeah.
They literally sent me a letter before I started first year saying, you're not allowed to live on campus because you live too close. I was like, fine. I'll stay at home.
See, with here, they're like, we don't care what you do as long as you pay if you come here. It's just, if you pay, you get.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah, I saw it as, it's cheaper. I don't have, but I did have to spend like £700 and something on a bus pass to get me from home to uni for 12 months.
Yeah.
But that was significantly less than what I would have paid in rent.
Ah, yes, rent. Oh. Rent. But like, say with me now, I've driven here, so I've got my car. By the way, my house has a garden and a drive, so like that's amazing.
Wow.
For a student house, it's not a student house; it's a home. Like I brought my car. Like it's a 3.5 hour car journey.
Nice.
Home. But if I caught the train, it's a 3.5. Okay, this might not have recorded it. 3.5 hour car journey home, but on the train, which is half an hour away from my house anyway,
Yeah.
It still takes 3.5 hours. So I'm just like, I can go further than the train in a quicker amount of time in my car. So I'm just like, I'll drive.
Okay. So it takes you 3.5 hours to drive between
my house.
Your house and uni.
Yeah. And technically, if I go on the train, it'll take half an hour to get to the train, and then 3.5 hours from the train on.
So it's 4 hours.
Essentially. Crap, isn't it? It doesn't make sense.
I mean,
no high-speed rail in Wales.
It's all about those hills.
Yeah. Never mind. It's a good car journey, but hey.
Yeah. Well, there's something. Always look at the positives.
I can just go anywhere whenever I want. So that's the positive I take from it.
Yeah.
I am the power for the supermarket run.
I am the power.
So, yeah.
Well, how can you argue with the car?
Exactly. You can't.
I could argue with a car, but
it'd be quite funny because it's an inanimate object. But
yes, it would
give
be
it a go.
Unless it's Herbie.
Then yes, you can argue with a car.
I could argue with that car.
That specific car and its children. I don't know how that would work, but yeah.
Neither would I, to be fair. I saw. I can't remember who said it, but someone said about if you learn code because you'll need it. Not necessarily that you'll need it, but it's so useful to know how to write code. Just for anything in general.
You learn one programming language, and say it takes 100 days to fully learn a programming language. Doesn't matter what one it is. You can then go on to learn another one within 10 days.
Wow.
Because they're so, like, the fundamentals of all programming languages are so similar, you can just hop onto another one. Because my lecturer said that she knows over 40 programming languages.
Wow.
And I was like, how? And she was like, well, I learned this first, and then that was 90% of the time the same as all the rest. And I was like, oh.
Just the odd little bit that's different.
Yeah. It's syntax. You know what syntax is?
I know of syntax. Not necessarily
it's like how you write stuff. Basically. It's like how you make the letter A mean the number 10 in like what's the better explanation? How you make hello world show up on the computer screen.
If you can learn 40 coding languages in however long it takes to learn 40 coding languages, not very long apparently.
Yeah. No. As long as you've got like the basic fundamentals, it's fine. You can learn the rest.
It's kind of like a challenge. That how many coding languages can you learn in a year?
Yeah.
Then
that someone's probably done that. I'm not
I wouldn't be surprised if someone has done that. But I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I imagine just someone was just bored. Just like, let's learn one code.
Just bored, and you just learn all these programming languages, and then companies come up to you and go, "Wow, we will hire you."
You know lots of codes, things, or something.
Yes. And making websites isn't really programming. To programmers, it's called programming, because it's all words. Like it's in English, basically.
Yeah.
Like it's quite simple, but I mean you've got to do it right, and you've got to, I don't know. Basically, the example of an expert of doing it is they can make a website that a blind person can read. So Siri can read it. You know.
Can Siri read your website? No, you failed.
Yeah. No, I usually use Google or something some tools. I don't know. Not quite sure yet. Still in the second year.
Speaking of Siri, how's your iPhone 6 or iPhone?
Huh?
Because you got the iPhone 6, didn't you? You got the iPhone 6, didn't you?
Yeah, 6. 6, yeah.
Because didn't you get the Plus and then downgraded?
I had the Plus and downgraded because the Plus is too big. Too damn big.
Too damn big. Because I've got a Samsung S4 Mini.
Yeah.
So, and I know that's roughly the size of an iPhone 5. Ish. So how much bigger is it than the iPhone 5?
This is an iPhone 5.
Okay,
and
yeah,
this is the
yeah.
iPhone 6. So if you look at the... if
I
I overlap
see.
them... I should.
Yeah, it's
It's just
that
ever
little
so
bit
slightly.
extra around the side. And it's thinner, I'm guessing?
And...
By
yes,
a
it is
minuscule...
a hair thinner.
minuscule amount thinner.
Yeah. It's you just get rid of the there's little ridges on the side and basically flatten them, and that's how thin it is. Basically how thin an iPod Touch is.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay. What, a new iPod Touch?
Yeah.
Because I've got a 4th generation iPod Touch.
Okay.
We're for 8 gigs.
People saying that you're on film now. That's old terms coming into the new terms.
Yeah.
Like how the save icon is still a floppy disk.
Yeah.
For many programs.
Yeah. Floppy disks were kind of just going out when I started secondary school.
I used a floppy disk.
So, yeah. So I've used floppy disks. So I know the pain of a floppy disk.
Yeah, three and a half inch, and then there was that 5 1/4.
Yeah, I think we've got some of those somewhere.
Yeah.
In this house.
No.
Just
See,
the
I
loft
don't
somewhere.
use. I've gone as far as I don't even use CDs anymore. I just don't. I don't see the need for them.
I will still buy CDs,
Okay.
but it kind of depends what it is. Because if I know I can't buy it online, if it's some obscure thing which I know I can't buy online, then I'll buy the CD.
Get it, yeah.
Or if it's an artist that I really like, I'll buy the CD. Newton Faulkner, I bought his latest album. I bought the CD, and I got the one bonus thing of having a CD is if you ever meet the person, you can get them to sign it.
Yes. That's
Which
true.
is what I did. It was like, here, sign my CD.
Sign this now. It's yes.
Sure. Can I have a hug?
Because I don't. I've never actually bought CDs. I've always downloaded.
You've never bought
Legally,
CDs?
by the way, from iTunes. No, never. Oh, the only CD I actually have is Hank Green's Hank Green and the Perfect Strangers Incongruent album, and that's the only thing I've got, because I was like, you get digital with it as well, and I'm like, okay, I'll take the digital and get the bonus of the CD. I'm like, yeah, good. It's actually quite nice. There's a lot of craftsmanship in that physical piece of thing with the lyrics and pictures, and it's nice.
Yeah, I know one band we saw Glastonbury last year. Who was it? Keston Cobblers Club. They were selling their CDs, but the CD, when you unfolded it and there was loads of little bits, it made a train set, like a cardboard train set, but it was a train set.
Oh,
which was pretty cool.
Okay.
It wasn't. It was literally like the CD case. Then you fold out 2 sides and that's it.
Wow.
And the CD was kind of a weird turntable thingy, but
all right.
It was still pretty cool. I didn't buy it.
Oh.
But what my mate did, and it was pretty cool.
It was like, it was pretty cool, but I'm not sure if I can invest in this.
No. I mean, I had no idea who the band were, and my mate was desperate to go see them. I was like, fine, we'll go see them.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I quite like their music. Well, a few of their tracks anyway.
No.
So
I've only ever been to one concert as well, which is
and
weird.
What was that?
That was We the Kings.
Oh, okay.
In a place called Club Ivor Bach, which is Ivor's little club in English, in Cardiff. It was basically a back alley club, you know, where there's only like 100 people. You can like be in the standing up room. And it was in one of those. Like I was at the front. I managed to be at the front because we queued for like 8 hours. We were at the front, and you basically could you could just high five them right there, just like cool.
Sup.
Yeah. And then some people jump on stage, and security just budged them out of the way. But I was like, no, I'm cool right here, you know. But then
I'm fine.
Yeah.
See, I can't do that. I can't stand up at gigs.
No.
Because I've got a bad back.
Oh.
At 23.
Gotta start sometime.
You gotta start sometime. Of course. So if I stand up for any lengthy period of time, my back is just dead.
Yeah.
Although the last gig I went to, funnily enough, Newton Faulkner back in, when was it? March time.
Yeah.
And I deliberately sat down at the back in like the actual seats.
Yeah.
So I could sit.
Did they have like seats?
Because it was in. Yeah, it was kind of it was in the Colston Hall, if you know the Colston Hall.
No,
but
I don't.
It was at the Colston Hall in Bristol.
Okay.
So the stalls, you've got the lower bit, which is just like all on one plane, but slightly inclined, and then the back bit was all kind of more inclined, so you could, if you sat in the seats, you could see over the people. Sort of thing. So I was sat back there, and I still managed to put my back out. Don't know how. Managed it though, which was fun.
It's just all the hype, basically. Just all the hype and tension, and like, yeah, this is amazing. And then you're like, If a bad back ever happens to me, I have 3 years.
I have 3 years.
3 years. 3 years, and I'll be in your situation.
I got a U at A level in IT, funnily enough.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, in fairness, IT was more writing evaluations and nothing.
Microsoft Office lessons.
Yes, Microsoft Office lessons. How can you write an evaluation in however many words? The most interesting thing we did was we made an animation in Flash about a dog that had magical powers.
Still more interesting than what I did in IT. Still loads more interesting.
Well, what did you do in IT?
The Data Protection Act, businesses in IT. That's
so
it.
basically, so basically, you learnt theory of IT as opposed to actual doing stuff.
Yeah, and then we made like a dummy like business database where you hold your customers' information and Microsoft Access.
Ooh.
It's just, and that's what it was.
Like, because I went into sixth form doing 4 A levels. Okay. But I dropped one within the first 2 weeks.
Fair.
Because we had to do a minimum of 3. So I thought, okay, I'll go in doing 4. Then 1 will suffer. So yeah, I dropped. What did I drop? I dropped product design.
All right.
So.
No, I did.
Which I thought was going to be fun, but wasn't.
What did I do? I did IT, photography, BTech. What did I do? I did music, A level, and then I did a thing called Welsh Bac, which is the Welsh Baccalaureate.
Sounds interesting.
And it was compulsory for A level students.
Nice. We didn't.
It was bollocks.
We did.
You had to like write 2,500 word essays and all sorts of But you either passed or you failed, so there's no grade. So when you passed, you got the equivalent of an A.
Oh, okay. Well, that's something.
Because when I left, then they started grading it. And I was like,
oh, how convenient. I couldn't... Hey, damn it! No, what did I do? I did... Yeah, I started off doing product design, which I dropped in the first 2 weeks. Because I looked at the design of a mint box.
Wow.
Which was... yeah.
Everything has to be designed.
Thrilling. Of course. But it was great. No, I did IT, art and photography. Cool. And obviously I came out of uni with a U in IT. And
the thing is with us, we... the teacher that we had was the person that wrote the exam papers. So
well, that's something.
She kept going like, I'm not allowed to tell you what comes up on the paper, but I'd strongly recommend you look at these. And you can look over that, but look at these. Yeah.
Look at this. And look at that as well.
And they were like, answer the question like this. Not like that, like this. So we were just like, yes, okay, take notes. But
I will write this down now.
Yeah. Well, that ended me up with an A, which was okay. But it's kind of cheating, really, because the person wrote the papers, so they're practically like, okay, here's a practice paper. And I was like, yeah, sure, that's a practice paper, all right. Like 90% of the questions came up, and I was like, yes, this is the life. Wales is the place to be.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about you with your photography because was it a BTEC?
A BTEC, so there's no exam. It was all course.
Oh well, fine. I did an exam, which is I say exam. It was more 10 hours worth of printing out images.
Okay.
And mounting things.
Put that camera on that tripod. You pass.
That was about it. Although,
wow.
So that was 10 hours of doing almost nothing.
Yeah.
And my art A-level exam was also 10 hours. Not so much of doing nothing, more me doing 10 hours of chalk pastels.
Okay.
Which, I'm good at chalk pastels. Yeah. I like chalk pastels. It's my favourite medium to work with. I can show you something if I think. No, it's in the wrong thing. Oh no, hang on.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know if you can see that.
Is all that chalk pastel?
That's chalk pastel. But Umbrella Head Boy. It's an Umbrella Head Boy. Based on a song. I made a video for it as well. That's specifically how I made it. It's meant to be a poster. But yeah, all chalk pastel. And I did that in 10 hours.
Nice. But 10 hours straight, like.
Yeah. Well, five and five.
Five.
It was 2 days. It was 2 days worth of exam, basically.
Damn.
So the same with the photography one.
No, we just had like sketchbooks, and we had to just pour our life, heart, and soul into explaining stuff, and that's about it.
Yeah, we had sketchbooks as well, which was fun. Yes. I ended up my second year of sixth form. I ended up typing everything out and sticking it in.
A lot of people did that.
Because my handwriting is terrible. It's like, did you do this? Like in school, i.e. like proper school. When you get a new book, your handwriting is like perfect at the beginning,
and then it goes,
and then you go through it, it goes terrible, and just gets. So by the time you get to the end, it's barely legible. Just like, it's like,
well, it was kind of hard for me to keep. It's kind of hard for me to keep a good handwriting because, well, left-handed, so it'd be like smudge.
Yeah. Right-handed, not smudge.
So then I'd smudge everything with the left hand, but then I'd end up like being able to do it sideways, kind of, or like hover.
The hover technique.
Yeah, I ended up doing that, but
I had to write with my left hand for about 2 weeks once when I sprained my wrist.
Oh.
So that was fun.
Ambidextrous now.
Oh, well, I'm not. Nah.
Yeah. Well,
You'll love the reason for me spraining my wrist.
All right.
A sixth former kicked a football at me. Not deliberately. I just happened to get in the way. It hit my wrist and sprained it.
And you were just like, "You tosser!"
How dare you? Although I did.
You still got your.
I've still got my
Somewhere in the City band.
Yeah, I've still got it on.
Mine got chopped off.
Oh, I had my Glastonbury wristband on from last year, still on. About when did I take it off? Just over a month ago.
All right.
Yeah, I tend to keep things on. It's like I went here, but this probably assuming I go to somewhere in the city next year, this one probably won't last. This probably last until just before then. So
yeah,
because obviously I'll gain a new one.
Things.
What?
Dalek poster.
Yeah, I have posters. I have quite a few posters. None of them are on my wall. None of them are on my. I have a Keep Calm and DFTBA poster. I have the poster from the Tifios book tour, which is signed by John and Hank.
I have a book signed by both of them. In person, I saw them in Swindon on their book tour.
You saw them in Swindon as well?
Swindon, yes.
I was there as well.
What?
We were both there.
In Swindon in February of 2012.
12. Oh no, was it? No. Wow. Was it last year? No, it was last year.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, 2013. Wow.
Yeah.
That's something.
I was like at the front of the queue.
I wasn't. I was at the front of the queue. So were you in like near enough the front row then?
Yeah, I was. I saw them like go in and whatever, and then when we went in, I filmed the whole thing. I have it on. Like I just had the camera on my lap, and just watched, and I've got the whole thing on like one of my second channels that probably doesn't exist.
Oh, I'll have to go looking for it.
But yeah, you went to. Oh, that's freaky.
We were in the same
person. The second person now that I have come to know who was at that event.
Who was the other one?
Well, is a friend of mine from Swansea, Cardiff, called RJ. He does videos called RJ Makes Vids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fun. Like I remember vaguely like looking over and be like, I think I recognise that person. Like I've seen him in tweets before.
Yeah. And
then I was like just started tweeting him more regularly, and then met up and then did stuff.
And then you found out.
And then just carried on being friends.
We were at the same place.
Yeah, same. And now you were the same place. Wow, that's freaky.
Wow.
I'm flabbergasted.
That was just before my birthday. It was
right.
Yeah, it was about 6 days before my birthday.
Nice.
Because they were somewhere on my birthday.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to go there on my birthday, it would have been a very long way to go. So Swindon was a much more appropriate place for me to go.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was in a train museum as well.
I quite like the train museum.
Yay. I was all over that. I was like, yes.
Oh my.
Trains and Vlogbrothers all in the same place.
I'm still like, what? What? Life.
I did upload a video. I uploaded like a video of it, but like very tiny bits of what I filmed.
I might be in them.
To my other channel, to my train channel. For some reason.
It was on that, okay.
It's on my train channel. don't know why it's on my train channel. It should be on my vlogging channel, really. But meh.
I could be in the background somewhere going. I'm a person.
Where was that? Because I was sat how many rows back? I was nearer the front.
Okay.
I wasn't like right at the front. I was off on the left.
Yeah.
Maybe about 6 or 7 rows back.
Wow.
Ish,
We
roughly.
would have been in talking distance.
Well, slight
Like,
elevated talking distance.
It was like a. Yeah, there was like a group of girls in front of me. They were playing Sopio on the floor, I believe.
Okay.
They were like on the floor on a mat and we were playing, and then I was like, okay, and then so that's like, yeah, no, like elevator talking distance.
Hello, person I don't know yet.
Yes, it's like I will know you in the future.
I will know you in just over a year. About 18 months. It would be about 18 months. Wouldn't it?
Through who did I actually meet you? Were you just in? Were we just in the group and just met, or was it just like?
I think it is more or less we were just in the. Yeah. I think we were more or less just kind of
There, and everyone
in
was
the
just
group
like, "I am this person,"
and kind of there. I'm not sure we
Yeah.
actually got introduced to each other. We just kind of introduced ourselves
yeah,
to each other.
Interesting.
So no, because all I remember is I was in there for about half an hour just by myself, wandering around looking for Jason.
Okay. Yeah, I
Like wondering where the hell he was.
Me and Jason, we were in the same hotel, and it was, yeah.
Yeah,
and
I understand a lot of you
like,
were in the same hotel.
There was a group of us, like there were a few others in the hotel as well. We just went to like one room where Anne was there, and Jason was there, and Elsie was there, and it's just and Ant was there, and Lou was there, and it was just people I don't know, and I'm just like, hello, Jason, and I just came to know them then, and now I just know them directly, and it's great.
Yeah, I was very much the same. I went into Sitsi knowing Anne, Jason.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Maybe a couple of other people I maybe seen twittered through each other, but not a huge amount of people. So I came to know quite a lot of people through someone.
I think I counted. I added like 20 Facebook friends that weekend.
Yeah, it's like add all the people.
Swindon. Oh. Getting
Swindon.
This is like the universe at work here.
This is great. It's been very good chatting with you. We might still keep going, when we.
Yeah.
So we'll keep going.
Probably keep going right after this.
After this finishes, but whatever. So, first episode of ChatterByte done. Yay.
Yeah.
I
just saw your tweet like the other day. I'm just like, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, sure. The battery light is blinking. I couldn't see that.
The battery light's blinking. Anyway.
Well, okay.
Nice talking to you, Dafz. I'll see you.
It was
some
nice talking
point
to you.
in
I
the
will see you
future.
in the internet.
Bye.
Bye.